activity 4 for our short story of the month, titled Stray by Cynthia Rylant. And let's see, we are going to be summarizing the text. In the last activity, we went through and we annotated the text according to setting, plot, protagonist, and complications. So now we're actually just going to pull up all that information into this graphic organizer. We're going to organize our information. Okay, so the story title is Stray. Okay, and we're going to put it into quotation marks because this is a short story. It's a part of a larger book called All Living Things. So it does not get an underline, it gets quotation marks. All right, and the author is Cynthia Rylant. Great author. All right, so make sure you have that written in there. All right, so the setting is the Lacey's home. Oops. And we're going to give that an apostrophe at the end because it is an entire family of Lacey's that live there, not just somebody named Lacey. So, for example, if I said Lacey's home, that would indicate that there is somebody named Lacey, one girl named Lacey who owns the home, right? But if I have Lacey's apostrophe, that is saying that it is, I should spell it right, I suppose, many Lacey's that live there. It's the Lacey family, okay? So it's the Lacey home on a dreary, snowy winter day, okay? And it seems like it's in a modern day, it's in the present. So in modern day, present. It didn't take let me move this down. It didn't take place in the future. It wasn't, a long time ago. It did not say once upon a time. So it's just something that's happening in the present time. Okay, so that's the setting. It's happening at their home. It was happening on a dreary, snowy winter day. That's when she found the pup, right? And it did take place over maybe just a couple of days, but it definitely was happening in the present time. All right, the plot. So there were lots of instances in the plot that helped the story move along. It all started when a puppy wanders onto her property. Okay, and who are we talking about? We are talking about Doris. Doris wants to keep it. Okay. She quickly grows attached to the dog, which of course is easy to do. Doggies are awesome. But her parents need a space there, but her parents will not let her keep it. Okay, so make sure you have that written there. We have one more long sentence to write about plot. Okay, after her father sees the conditions, this is where the story starts to turn around. After the father sees the conditions of the pound, what does he do? He changes his mind. About letting her keep the dog. And I'm going to say, instead of using the pronoun of her, I'm going to actually use Doris. About letting Doris keep the dog. Okay, let me move that down for you here. So, and remember, you guys, when you are watching these videos, if you need an extra minute to get all this written down into this plot box or a setting or anything that we're doing, pause the video. Pause the video until you can catch up and then play again, okay? So that's it for plot. When a puppy wanders onto her property, Doris wants to keep it. She quickly grows attached to the dog, but her parents will not let her keep it. After the father sees the conditions of the pound, he changes his mind about letting Doris keep the dog. That's the plot. That is the plot of the story. Okay, so complications of the story. She finds a dog, she brings it into the kitchen, and Doris's mother and father, they wouldn't even consider let her keeping that dog, right? So Doris's mother and father will not consider letting her keep the stray dog. Okay, she Doris at the dinner table is saying, oh, she's such a sweet dog, she's so smart, but Doris knows, not to press the issue because her parents are like, no, and why was that? Well, the reason that her parents were so adamant about her not keeping the dog, I'm sure they, have a heart for animals, but, they felt that they couldn't afford to adopt a pet. All right, so keeping a pet is expensive, that is for sure. Okay, so her parents feel that they cannot afford to adopt a pet. All right, those are the complications. So, okay, and the protagonist was Doris in the story. She was our main character. And that's it, actually. We don't have an antagonist here because it was just a very sweet story about a stray dog who gets a happy ending and gets to stay with that nice family. So, okay, that is it for Activity 4. Remember, if you need to go back and rewatch Activity 4 so you get your graphic organizer filled in, please do so. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.